Yeah, what up, YouTube? It's your boy Zah. But anyways, man, you know what? When it comes down to it, for the people that have been following the channel since day one, man, shout out to you. For the people that continue to fall off, it's a good thing because you are the people that I know that wasn't really following me for the right reasons in the first place. And that's what I really wanted to get into, the whole thing with this whole transition of content, as far as like trying to move away from so much the negative and move to something a little bit more positive, greater topics. And this one in particular is not going to be that. It's just basically letting people know this is what happens when you shift your content. A lot of people are telling me to continue doing what I was doing because it brought in views, and to be honest, negativity will always win out in the end for immediate views. But at the end of the day, as long as you continue on a path that's pushing towards a little bit more positive, people will come along and they'll last a lot longer. The people that come here just for negativity, they're gonna fall off. So you might see the numbers as far as like subscribers and stuff fall off, but that's always what happens when you're revamping something, when you're switching your narrative. And like I said, people knew my content was really negative. A lot of times I was coming at people, and this is not even to, try to antagonize anybody, but I said in one of my videos that the energy that I was putting out was not only stupidity, but it was not reciprocated. At that time when I was looking for that type of issue, it wasn't being reciprocated. It was only being typed in the comments, and people being disrespectful. You had people that were less than sound individuals as far as what they represent and what they continue to represent, and the fact that they fell from grace, so they felt as if they needed to come on my channel and prove some type of point, which was never proven. Now, like I said, every time you start something new, there's going to be a little backlash. Like, you have people, I won't say leaving in droves, but you have people that are leaving because they no longer want to hear the message. And not even no longer want to hear the message, but they don't want to hear positivity. They want to hear negative. They want to hear who I'm disrespecting, who I'm willing to fight, who I'm willing to do this with. Like, and when it's no longer on that page and they can no longer get a rise up out of me, people tend to move on. And it's like my other channel, like I did my podcast, but I didn't really promote it just due to the fact that I want the people that come to that channel to be organic, and maybe not too many people from this channel to go follow it, because at the end of the day, it only brings negativity from here to there. And that channel is basically I wanted to revolve around podcasting and podcasting alone. So with that being said, man, for the people that follow my channel and see that there's a decline in subscribing and views, understand that's just how it is. As long as you stay solid and you watch my content, like, I'm fine with that. I don't need to have 1 million subscribers or 100,000 subscribers in order to get my message across, and the message has changed. Like, and I've really felt like I've hit that point in the road to where I have to pivot. I'm no longer 20 and 23 and all them other ages when I got busted and just could really be as rowdy as I wanted to be. At some point you start looking like an idiot if you continue with that, not only the same narrative but the same dialogue, and you're not really trying to meet people halfway. It's just F this and F that, and anything that doesn't revolve around this I'm good with. And at the end of the day, it's like, don't get me wrong, I still see things a certain way, but it's no need for me to get on here and preach about it. Like, everybody knows who I don't deal with. Everybody knows what I consider unacceptable, but it's no longer any need for me to get on here and even acknowledge the fact that I don't deal with these type of people. For those who have been on my channel since day one, know what I represent and what I'm just not accustomed to, you know what I mean? And yeah, it's one of those things, out with the old, in with the new. Like, and don't get me wrong, as far as like music, after I drop this one album, I'm pretty much good on that, but I will be continuing to deal with music as far as like helping other people out, maybe whoever joins the league or whatever. I plan on doing shows, but mostly showcasing other artists, not necessarily me anymore. And just, it's a whole different game. Like, I'm really working on this LLC right now, so I can take it in different directions. I got other people coming to the channel co-hosting that might bring something a lot different. You know what I mean? It's yet to be seen, because they've only got a little bit of camera time. But the way I'm setting things up, I'm really trying to put people in a position to win, and it's no longer about necessarily hoods or anything. And don't get me wrong, like I said, for the people that have been paying attention, I'm always going to be from where I'm from. It's just at some point you have to elevate. If you stay stagnant in the same position, you never go nowhere. If I continue with the same rhetoric of this K, I would never get nowhere. And to be honest, if I would have been a more dealt with things with a lot more of a lighter hand, I would be a lot further along than I am right now. But it's trial and error, and it's no guarantee that this new path that I'm on will bring about any new people to my channel, as far as like in relative numbers, as far as like that influx of how it was when I first started, the thousands at a time, 500, 200 subscribers a day, like. But I feel that with enough practice and maybe dealing with the right people and interacting with the right people, that'll possibly change. Now, I'm reaching across aisles. There's still aisles that I'm refusing to reach across because it's just I'm set in my ways as an old man. But people that I'm able to deal with, that I may have not really wanted to deal with in the past, because I have my preconceived notions of what things were supposed to be like. Now, as I venture on this next journey, you'll see people that come to this channel that you probably never would have thought that I would deal with. I'm still not dealing with, no trash, no none of that. Like, it's people that have, they're still in good standings, and some of them have nothing to do with any type of hood or street affiliation. It's just good people who are doing what they need to do. And as a person that's pushing more towards seeing people win, it's time to shine a light on that. With whatever light I can shine on that, it's time to do that. You know what I mean? It was never a selfish thing to begin with, but I was set in my ways and just really, like, I didn't need people to enhance my content. But at some point, like I said, you gotta elevate, you gotta push forward, you gotta get to a point to where you're able to reach across aisles and deal with people that we're good, but you just you're set in your ways. Now, don't get me wrong, I still like, as far as like my content, I got a situation I was in not that long ago, which is funny, and this is why I say, like, some females are just messy. Like, it's a situation where I was basically clowning, and this particular person was used to clowning, but all of a sudden they switched up on me and took it personal and felt like they were being disrespected. Went so far as to show up asking for issue as if they wanted to fight. And then it's just like, dude, like, for one, when it comes to females, I'm not gonna put because it's no need. It's like you're not gonna take no W on that. It's but for the most part, it was comedic. I won't put the person's name out here because I feel like maybe they're able to sit back and reflect on the type of energy that they were putting out. But what I didn't respect is this particular person was like, things can be handled, like, basically saying who she could bring, and it just like threw me all the way off. So I in turn was like, well, bring them, and like I said, I'm on a different path, and I'm trying to lead a different sort of lifestyle, but this person went out of their way to make a threat. So I'm like, bring them, what I'm saying? And it's just one of those things that is kind of comedic when you're dealing with certain people. And that's why I say everybody is not to be trusted, and in a lot of situations, it's females such as this that end up getting somebody close to them deaded. Like, you had situations where on camera where a dude comes and makes a threat and dies. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's one of those situations. It's a messy situation, and this is one of those things that reopened my mind to reinforce the fact that I should not deal with nobody. Like, I only deal with people that I'm close to, clown those who I'm close to, and leave it at that, because a situation like this that could have just went out backwards. And yeah, I could do what everybody else do. I know enough people to do whatever, but that's just a path I'm unwilling to go down. So I take it, I stay on point, but I take it as comedic. Like, it can't no female pressure me at all. You cannot press me. It's just weird. You know what I mean? Like, that's like me pushing up on a female and try to press her. Like, it's just, for one, physically no challenge, and for two, it's dumb. For what? Because I took something out of context and got mad about it. Get over it. I'm going about my business. But this is the prime example of what happens when you're trying to change. Everything comes at you. Like, I got people coming at me that I don't even know. It's just negativity out of nowhere. People provoke me. They get a small response and they're like, look, this is what the whole gang thing. But I never mentioned anything about a gang. But it comes with the territory. A lot of it's gonna fall downhill when you try to better yourself. But I've learned, as long as I take care of my family, I'm chasing the bag in the proper way and not trying to do all this extra to get there, I'll get to where I need to be. And I think this new path that I'm on, I'm gonna get to the point where I need to be just taking it. It's like Niv said, it's a marathon. You know what I mean? Like, it's one race at a time, and like, set my short-term, my long-term goals, and accomplish all my short-terms. And one of my short-terms is just waking up every day doing what I need to do. I'll be going to work today. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's basically all I want to say, man. It's like, when you're doing good, man, understand, man, there's people they're looking to tear you down. They don't want you to change. They don't want you to change. And these are the same people that would never even step to you, but they're behind keyboard. Their whole life is revolves around what you say, and them having some sort of rebuttal to whatever. You can come with anything positive. It always has somebody, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, or I can't respect this, or what happened to the gangster stuff. The gangster stuff is still here. I've been a gangster my whole life, but it's just, it didn't get me nowhere but in prison. It did get me on YouTube, but now it's time to take it in a different direction. It's better to take it in a different direction than for my kids to grow up, my young ones, to grow up and see their dad still an idiot on the internet talking about who's getting murked. Like, that's just, there's no real reason to it. It's time to, and like I said, I'm not going to always be positive. People revert back to all types of ways, but as far as like really putting out that, I want you gone and all that, that's just, that's something I left behind. Anyways, man, for the people that do check out my podcast, tell me who you would want on the show, and let's not just stick to the whole politics. I mean, the gang stuff and rappers, and I'll do the rappers and stuff like that, but send me somebody that you're really trying to see. Right now, my boy Stand Firm, Christian brother, he's trying to help me get this dude Rizza Islam on the show, just to pick his brains on a lot of stuff. I figure a lot of people that know about him know that he's extremely knowledgeable, and these are the type of cats I'm trying to interview and pick their brains so people get a better understanding of the things that's taking place, not just the street stuff. And most people that is in the streets know about the streets, so it's like you really don't need to talk about it. But there's some that I want to talk to too, like the dude I just interviewed. His bouts with fentanyl and the fact that he went out and almost died, and the fact that we've known a few people in a short amount of time that have died off of fentanyl, like, and they're overdosing, they're dying, and there's an epidemic. But I'll just go ahead and close the video because my battery is running low and I don't want it to cut off before I make my point. But anyways, you enjoy your day. My name is God. For the people new to the channel, hit the notification, subscribe, bell for all notifications, and join that ZA family. With that being said, man, I'm out. Somebody told me I should get some Timbos with this. You know what I mean? Said this boy look like a lumberjack. Anyways, man, I'm out.